Hello everyone, this is Satish Kumar, lecturer in Electronics and Communication Engineering, working at Polytechnic Masaptank, Hyderabad, Telangana. Welcome to my video class. I am teaching analog communication subject in which there are 6 chapters. We completed 5 chapters. Now we are in 6th chapter, engineering applications. In engineering applications, we solved problems on noise, amplitude modulation. Now, in today's session, I am going to solve problems on frequency modulation. Before solving problems on FM, let me explain what is FM and what is the principle of FM. I'll take one empty page so that it becomes easy to explain you. Take a blank page. FM. What is FM? Frequency modulation. Frequency modulation, when you look at, let us suppose this is frequency modulator FM, to which two signals are applied. One is message signal or modulating signal M of t, and carrier signal C of t, let's say C of t, and the output signal is V of t, which is your FM signal. When you draw the frequency, when you draw the waveforms of these three signals, it is easy to understand what is happening in FM. M of t is the modulating signal, C of t is the carrier signal, V of t is the frequency modulated signal, and this box is modulator. Now I will draw the waveform. Let's say this is common y-axis, this is your x-axis of your modulating signal, this is carrier signal which is having very high frequency compared to your modulating signal. This is modulating signal, this is carrier signal. Next, the resultant FM signal, when there is a positive, you will get high frequency in FM. When there is a negative, you will get a low frequency. When there is positive, you will get the frequency of the carrier is increased. So in this way, the FM signal is generated. Here the carrier frequency is increased by an amount of Fc plus delta F. Here the carrier frequency is decreased by Fc minus delta F. So finally FM signal contains variations in frequencies but not variations in amplitude and phase. Both amplitude and phase kept constant. So when there is a positive message, frequency is increased in the carrier. When there is a negative message, frequency is decreased. When there is a positive message, frequency is increased. So in this way, the FM signal contains different frequencies for different modulating signals, whereas the amplitude and frequency are kept constant. Right? And after knowing these waveforms, we need to know some of the formulae to solve frequency modulation problems. The first formula is, or the first equation we should remember is FM time domain equation. Time domain equation of FM signal is given by, it's very simple. As per the definition of FM, in FM the frequency of the carrier is varied according to the instantaneous variance of the modulated signal by keeping amplitude and phase of the carrier kept constant. Here you should remember the amplitude of the carrier is kept constant, that is why there is no change in the amplitude Vc, whereas there is a change in the frequency of the carrier, that is why our angular frequency of the carrier is varied, that is why omega ct plus some of the quantities added to this angular frequency of the carrier. But as it is inside the angle, we should add a quantity whose units are same as angle. That is why you should integrate m of t, modulating signal of t into dt. When you integrate m of t, you will get theta that can be easily added with omega ct. This is one of the time domain equation. There is one more time domain equation. After simplifying this equation, you will get one more time domain equation. I'll write that also. The time domain equation of FM signal is given by V of t is equal to Vc cos omega ct plus mf sin omega mt, because when you integrate m of t, where m of t is nothing but, what is m of t? Modulating signal. The equation or the expression for modulating signal is, I'll write modulating signal expression so that here m of t is nothing but modulating signal, whose expression is Vm cos omega mt. When you integrate Vm cos omega mt, you will get Vm by omega m sine, that Vm by omega m, finally that will be simplified as mf, where mf is the modulating index of FM signal. What is mf? Modulating index of FM signal is given by m subscript f. It's not m into f, it is m subscript f. mf is equal to delta f by fm. What is delta f? Delta f is the maximum frequency deviation, or simply maximum deviation, and fm is the frequency of the modulating signal, or simply modulating frequency. So this is the time domain equation. These are time domain equations and modulation index formulae. Next, bandwidth and power. The formula for bandwidth is very simple to remember. What is the bandwidth of AM signal? 2 into FM plus 2 into delta F. This is the bandwidth of FM signal. It can also be written, when you take 2 FM common, you will get delta F by FM here. You will get delta F by FM here. Then 2 FM will be taken as common, 1 plus mf. What is delta F by FM? mf, that is modulation index. This is also another formula for bandwidth. Bandwidth is equal to 2fm plus 2 delta f, or 2fm into 1 plus mf. You can calculate by knowing frequency deviation and modulating signal, or by knowing modulation index and modulating frequency. Ideally, the bandwidth of FM signal is infinity, but this is the bandwidth for practical FM signal. And one more important thing is, always the modulation index is greater than 1 in FM. It's not FM, actually wideband FM. Wideband FM. In wideband FM, the modulation index is always greater than FM. And power. The next thing we should remember is power. The power of FM signal depends on amplitude. As you know, the fundamental definition of FM states that the amplitude of the carrier is kept constant, hence the power is also constant. What is the amplitude of carrier? That is Vc. And power of FM signal can be given as mean square value. That is, what is the mean square value? Vc square by 2R. This is the power of FM signal, which is always constant, and power does not depend on frequency. When you increase or decrease the frequency of the modulating signal, it does not change. It is always being constant. So these are the formulae we should remember for solving problems related to FM. Okay, now we'll see what are the problems are there in FM. Simple problems on FM equation and bandwidth of FM systems. Example 1. A single tone FM is represented by voltage equation as Vc cos V of t is equal to 12 cos 6 into 10 to the power of 8. Actually it is not 3, it is 8. It is 8. Here 12 cos, it is 8. Twelve cos 6 into 10 to the power of 8 plus 5 sin 1250 t. This is the time domain equation given in the problem for FM signal voltage equation, and you are asked to calculate carrier frequency, modulating frequency, modulating index, maximum deviation. What power will this FM wave dissipate in 10 ohm resistor? Right. First we'll compare with the standard time domain equation, then we can calculate all the sums. The time domain equation is given by V of t is equal to 12 cos 6 into 10 to the power of 8 t plus 5 sin 1250 t. This is the time domain equation of given problem. I will compare with the standard time domain equation of FM signal. Vc cos omega ct plus mf sin omega mt. So when you look at these two equations, the carrier voltage is, or the carrier amplitude is Vc is equal to 12 volts. Next, the angular frequency of the carrier is omega c is equal to 6 into 10 to the power of 8, 6 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second. The next one is modulation index or modulating index is equal to 5, right? MF is equal to 5. So here it is more than 1. The last one is omega m is equal to 1250. What is omega m? 1250. What are the units? Radians per second. So you know carrier amplitude, and we know angular frequency of the carrier, modulation index, as well as angular frequency of the modulating signal. Then we can calculate modulating frequency. What is the carrier frequency? What is the carrier frequency? Because you know omega c is equal to 2 pi fc. This is a formula for omega c, and from the standard time domain equation, when we compared, we got 6 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second. Then from this, what is fc? fc is equal to 6 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 2 pi, which comes around 95.5 megahertz. So what is the carrier frequency? fc is equal to 95.5 megahertz. Right. Next, the next problem is modulating frequency. It is also very simple by comparing the values. What is the omega m? 1250 radians per second. What is the formula for omega m? What is the formula for omega m? Omega m is equal to 2 pi f subscript m, and from the problem we got 1250 radians per second. So from this, when you bring all the terms onto RHS and keeping Fm on LHS, you will get Fm equal to 1250 divided by 2 pi, where 2 pi is nothing but 2 into pi, or 2 into 3.14, which comes 6.28. 1250 by 6.28, the value is 199 hertz. This is the value of modulating frequency. Modulating frequency is 199 hertz. The next is modulation index. From the comparison of the two equations, we got MF equal to 5. Hence, what is MF? Modulation index. Its value is 5. It is a unitless quantity. Maximum deviation. What is maximum deviation? Here maximum deviation means maximum frequency deviation delta f. So from the given equation, we got modulation index as well as modulating frequency, and we need to know maximum deviation. So from the formula, MF is equal to delta f by Fm. So from this, what is maximum deviation? That is delta f is equal to product of Fm and MF. MF into Fm. Then what is MF? 5 is the MF modulation index. And what is Fm? Fm we got is 199 hertz, approximately 200. 5 into 199, and finally you get approximately 200 into 5, 1000 hertz is the value of maximum frequency deviation. 995, exact value is 995 hertz. Power dissipated in 10 ohm resistor. The next problem is, what power will this Fm wave dissipate in 10 ohm resistor? As you know, the power is constant in Fm, whose value is power is equal to Vc square by 2R. Vc is equal to 12 square into 2 into R, 10 ohms. It is 144 divided by 20. The power comes around 5 watt, I think, approximately 7.2 watts. The power equal to 7.2 watts. So in this way we can calculate power as well as frequency deviation, modulating frequency, carrier frequency. For this, you should remember the standard time domain equation as well as this omega formula. What is omega? 2 pi f. It is omega c, you will get fc. When it is omega m, you will get 2 pi fm. So this formula is also very important for comparing the given time domain equation with the standard time domain equation of FM signal. and writing units also very important after solving the problem, right? Example 2. What is the modulation index of FM signal having a carrier swing of 100 kHz when the modulating signal has a frequency of 8 kHz? So shall I read once again? What is the modulation index? So we need to calculate MF, modulation index of an FM signal having a carrier swing of 100 kHz. The carrier swing is 100 kHz when the modulating signal has 8 kHz. Carrier swing here, carrier swing is given by 2 times of the frequency deviation. As you know, when there is a modulating signal, the frequency of the carrier is varied in such a way that it is increased by an amount of delta f when message is positive or maximum positive, and it is decreased by an amount of delta f when it is maximum negative, because we discussed in the diagram itself, right? That means when there is no message or there is zero message or the amplitude of the message is 0, the frequency is kept as it is Fc. Right. I'll draw three things. One is here it is message, here it is when there is zero message, the frequency of the carrier is maintained as it is Fc. When there is positive peak, frequency of the carrier is increased by delta f. When there is negative message, the frequency of the carrier is decreased by delta f. That means when there is zero message, the frequency is maintained as it is. When there is positive message, the frequency is increased by delta f. When there is negative message, the frequency is decreased by delta f. So this total variation is nothing but carrier swing. So that means it is increased by delta f, it is decreased by delta f. So the total variation is 2 times of the delta f, that is 2 delta f, which is known as carrier swing. Carrier swing. So in our example, the carrier swing is 100 kHz. 100 kHz is the carrier swing. The formula for carrier swing is 2 times of delta f. Then delta f comes around 50 kHz. I'll take an empty page and we will solve the problem. Take a blank page. The carrier swing in the problem is given as carrier swing is equal to, the formula for carrier swing is 2 delta f, which is equal to 100 kHz, and the modulating signal frequency FM is equal to 8 kHz. What is the modulation index? So from the formula, MF is equal to delta F by FM. Delta F by FM. What is delta F? You know 2 delta F is equal to 100 kHz, then delta F equal to 50 kHz. So from this thing, delta F equal to 100 by 2 and you will get 50. Hence right, so we calculated modulation index of FM signal by knowing carrier swing as well as frequency deviation. In the next problem we will see in FM transmission has a frequency deviation of 20 kHz. Determine the percent modulation of the signal if it is broadcast in the 88-108 MHz. Also calculate the percent modulation if the signal is broadcasted as the audio portion of the television broadcast. So it is something like a different problem. They gave frequency deviation, that's it. What is the modulation index or percentage modulation? It is also known as percent modulation in 88 to 108 MHz. What is the frequency deviation formula? MF into MF into FM, or MF equal to delta F by FM, and delta F is equal to MF into FM. And here you need to calculate MF. MF equal to delta F by FM. How to calculate? Let's see. Maximum frequency deviation permitted in FM broadcast is 75 kHz. $26.67. So for this problem we should remember some important concept of important concepts of broadcasting of FM signal and broadcasting of television signal. So the maximum permitted frequency deviation for FM radio is 75 kHz. The maximum frequency that is allowed or permitted for TV broadcast sound communication is 25 kHz. That you should remember. Right? I'll take an empty page. Modulation index M is equal to delta F by FM into 100 if it is in percentage. There is one more formula. Actual frequency deviation divided by maximum frequency deviation into 100. And you should remember what is the maximum frequency deviation allowed in FM sound communication or FM radio. 75 kHz. and maximum frequency deviation, this is in FM radio, and in television communication maximum frequency deviation is 25 kilohertz. This for TV sound transmission, television sound transmission. So 75 is for FM radio, 25 kilohertz is for TV sound transmission. Then the provided actual frequency deviation is 20 kilohertz. Then what is the frequency deviation? What is the modulation index? MF is equal to actual by maximum. What is actual? 20. What is maximum? 75. 20 by 75. 1 by 3. It's not 1 by 3. You will get around, I'll see. $20 by 75, you will get 26.67 percentage for FM radio if it is transmitted in 88 to 108 megahertz. This is a FM radio broadcasting range. The next problem is if you send same signal with actual deviation of 20 kilohertz, what would be the modulation index in case of television? Same once again, MF is equal to actual by maximum frequency deviations into 100. What is the actual frequency deviation in the problem? 20 kilohertz. What is the maximum allowed frequency deviation in television? 25 kilohertz. Then 20 by 25, you will get around 80%. ,80 or 0.8 actually. If you multiply with 100, you will get 80%. So in this way you can calculate frequency modulation index when actual frequency deviation and maximum frequency deviations are given. Next problem, example number 4. Find the bandwidth of commercial FM transmission if frequency deviation delta f equal to 75 kilohertz and modulating frequency FM is equal to 15 kilohertz. They give two things. One is frequency deviation as well as modulating frequency, and we need to calculate bandwidth. The formula for bandwidth is very simple, 2 delta f plus 2 fm. I will take an empty page. In the problem they gave delta f is equal to 75 kilohertz, whereas modulating frequency FM is equal to 15 kilohertz. Then the bandwidth of the FM signal is given by, it's very simple, 2 delta f plus 2 FM. What is 2 delta f? 2 into delta f plus 2 into FM. Delta f is equal to 75k, FM is equal to 15k. 2 into 75, 150 kilohertz, plus 2 into 15, 30 kilohertz. 150 plus 30, 180 kilohertz is the bandwidth of the given problem when frequency deviation equal to 75k, modulating signal frequency equal to 15k. This is the bandwidth of the given problem, 180 kilohertz. For a practical or commercial FM, there will be separation between any two stations, that is called guard band, and that guard band provided for separation of two stations is maintained as 20 kilohertz. When there are two FM radio stations, they are nearer to each other, then there will be some separation to avoid interference, that is fixed as 20 kilohertz. This is the standard. So the gap between or the separation between any two stations is 20 kilohertz. Hence the entire bandwidth of FM signal is 180 plus 20, that will be 200 kilohertz, plus 20, that will become 200 kilohertz. Next problem, example number 5. The maximum deviation allowed in an FM broadcast system is 75 kilohertz. If this is the problem, example number 5 we are reading. If the modulating signal is a single tone sinusoid of 8 kilohertz, determine the bandwidth of FM signal. What will be the bandwidth when modulating signal amplitude is doubled? So you are asked to find out two things. One is bandwidth, other one is what happens to the bandwidth when amplitude is doubled. First we will see what is the given data. The given data is frequency deviation FD, that is delta F, is equal to 75 kilohertz they have given. And modulating frequency FM is equal to, they provided, what is the value of modulating frequency? It is 8 kilohertz. 8 kilohertz. And what is the bandwidth? It's very simple. The bandwidth of FM signal is 2 times of delta F plus FM. What is delta F? 75 kilohertz plus what is modulating frequency? 8 kilohertz into 2. So 75 plus 8, 83. 83 plus 2, 83 into 2. The bandwidth is given by 2 into 83, that will be 166 kilohertz is the bandwidth. We'll see what is 166 kilohertz. When the modulating signal amplitude is doubled, the frequency deviation. It is also doubled. How? We will see the standard formula. Actually, if you derive the time domain equation, you will get delta F by FM, where delta F is equal to, actual delta F is equal to KF into VM. KF into VM. When modulating signal amplitude is doubled, that is, this VM is increased by 2 times, then the delta F is also increased by 2 times. Hence, when the amplitude of modulating signal is increased by an amount of 2, same is increased in frequency deviation. So the given frequency deviation is 75 kilohertz. When the amplitude is doubled by 2 times, the frequency deviation is also increased by 2 times. That is 2 into 75, 150 kilohertz. 150 kilohertz is the new frequency deviation. Then what will the new bandwidth? When delta f becomes 150 kilohertz, when modulating amplitude is doubled, then the bandwidth is equal to 2 delta f plus 2 fm, 2 into 150 plus 2 into 8, that is 2 into 150 300 plus 2 into 18 16, it is 316 kilohertz is the new bandwidth. Here you can look at 316 kilohertz is the new bandwidth. So in this way you can calculate bandwidth as well as power as well as frequency deviation. These are some of the problems on FM. So I will revise once again. What are the formulae used for deriving this FM problem? I will take a new page. First thing is time domain equation of FM signal. What is the time domain equation? There are two time domain equations for FM. One is Vc cos omega ct plus integration of m of t dt, and when you simplify this equation you get Vc cos omega c t plus mf sin omega m t. Hello, now I am going to revise the formula used for frequency modulation. The first one is time domain equation. You know, time domain equation of FM signal is given by Vc cos omega ct plus mf sin omega mt. Here omega c is equal to 2 pi fc. Similarly omega m is equal to 2 pi fm, and mf is equal to modulation index, whose formula is delta f by fm, where delta f is the frequency deviation or maximum frequency deviation. This is the frequency of modulating signal. And there is one more formula for frequency deviation, delta f equal to kf into Bm, that is frequency deviation depends on modulating voltage or amplitude of modulating signal. If it is increased by x, delta f is also increased by x. If it is doubled, delta f becomes twice. If it is increased by 100 times, delta f is also increased by 100 times. Next, bandwidth of FM signal is very simple, 2 delta f plus 2 fm, and there is one more formula. If you take 2 fm common, 1 plus mf. Power, the power of FM signal, as power depends on amplitude and it is constant, because the amplitude is kept constant in FM, Vc square by 2r, where Vc is the amplitude of the carrier, R is the load resistor. The next thing is carrier swing. carrier swing is given by 2 into delta f. The standard values for frequency, standard values for FM radio as well as television communication for delta f. Delta f equal to 75 kilohertz in FM radio or FM radio broadcasting, and delta f is equal to 25 kilohertz in TV sound transmission. So these are some of the formulae which are helpful for solving FM or frequency modulation. And one more thing, always the modulation index is more than 1. And power is kept always constant in case of FM. Right, so these are the formulae: carrier swing, power, bandwidth, frequency deviation, modulation index, angular frequency, time domain equation of FM signal. So with this I'll stop. In the next session we will be doing problems on power density, field intensity. Thank you, have a nice day.